I am now introducing Insane Ian. Achievement unlocked!
Chicago, October 30th is Devil's Night at the Chop Shop. Featuring Insane Ian.
Take a minute, think this over. Why order ice cream any month after October? I don't really mind the time to be your meal chauffeur, but it wouldn't melt if it came from somewhere closer.
Former Fat Boys.
The fat kids return. Picking up chicks is all the fat he burned. Still a nerd, fuck what you heard, I'll emerge. King of the suburbs and lord of the ad.
Problems.
Covered in glue, I cannot trust myself.
And MC Lars.
I'm sure you'll find that the mechanics of rap are the mechanics of rhyme. And when we analyze the rhythm of the units to the meter, long, short, long, doesn't matter, look at either. Flow like Poe.
I'm going hard on that tetrameter.
Flow like Poe.
I'm going hard on that tetrameter.
Devil's Night at Chop Shop Chicago, featuring Insane Ian, former Fat Boys, Problems, and MC Lars. Get your tickets at dice.fm. Greetings, Internet, and welcome to another episode of A Comedy Musician Reacts. My name is Insane Ian, I am a comedy musician and comedy music fan, and on this show I react to comedy music from the perspective of a comedy musician. Because that's what I am, and that's what I do, and that's what this is, and that's why you're here, and that's why today I am reacting to Halloween Song by Ninja Sex Party. If this is your first time joining us, yes, I am a comedy musician, and yes, I react exclusively to comedy music because that is where my field of expertise is. What this means for you is that I tend to pause the video. Kind of a lot, actually. This way I'm not talking over or laughing over the jokes and missing them. This way I can discuss how the lyrics and video work in tandem to help enhance the comedy. Sometimes I'm analyzing, sometimes I'm summarizing, sometimes I'm explaining jokes, because that's always fun for people, and sometimes I'm just sitting back and laughing my damn head off. It's a crapshoot whatever you're gonna get, but I think it's a good time. If you like that sort of thing, please like, share, comment, subscribe, ring the bell, do all the things to feed the algorithm to get more eyeballs onto these videos. And if you really want to help the channel out, consider supporting me on Patreon, where patrons get to see these videos early, get my music and comedy early, and all sorts of other cool things like that. Anyway, all of that out of the way, let us dive into today's video. Now, yes, this is the second video this week. I did the premiere of Stupendium yesterday, and now I'm doing the premiere of Ninja Sex Party today. Yesterday, when Thursday went into Friday at midnight, wherever you were at midnight, on Spotify, Ninja Sex Party released a song called Zombie Handjob. This is a song that they have talked about for years on Game Grumps. Dan has mentioned a song of an unreleased, unused song title called Zombie Handjob. 10 years ago on I think a Mario game, it might have been Mario 64, when they were playing a Mario game, he mentions this song as a song that is an unmade NSP title because they couldn't figure out the joke. Well, 10 years later, looks like they figured out the joke. Wherever you were when it was midnight, the song hit Spotify. If you were on the East Coast, you got to hear it before people here in Central or on the West Coast. I listened to it last night, so I kind of know what to expect for this. The video is just called Halloween Song. The song is called Zombie Handjob. They may have done that for, YouTube reasons, but we know what it's called. And so they released this video on Friday at noon, noon my time. I feel like because they didn't give it any fanfare, if they didn't say, hey, keep an eye out Friday, we have a new song coming out, that it might have been released accidentally on Spotify, and then they went, oh, shit, let's move up the video release. Maybe. I don't know if that's true. There's no way for me to know. They haven't said anything about it. They did finally say, hey, today we surprise release, and I'm like, was it a surprise for you guys too? Whatever. Anyway, it's a Shoochuru animated video, so let's check it out.
Folks, as you know, Ninja Brian and I love to support up-and-coming artists. Well,
I love the reveal of Ninja Brian. Danny's holding a flashlight under his head like he's about to tell a spooky story, and he turns and Brian is revealed there with a knife, because of course he is. He's all in black but only illuminated by the flashlight and the turn to reveal. Great stuff, great animation, and now we're flicking the light switch on.
we've really found someone special. and we're excited to present his debut song.
Ninja Brian just crawling everything like he's freaking Spider-Man. I love Shuchiru's animation. But yes, the premise for this song is this is not a Ninja Sex Party song. Ninja Sex Party is just presenting. So I really feel like the image on Spotify and other streaming services, the images for the single should say Ninja Sex Party presents Zombie Handjob. Because technically it's not a Ninja Sex Party song. That means, if what they're saying in the intro here, we're giving a chance for a new artist to come out. Let's take it back a little. Right to the beginning. Again, why not?
Folks, as you know, Ninja Brian and I love to support up-and-coming artists. Well, we've really found someone special, and we're excited to present his debut song. Please welcome Wackula, the
masturbating vampire. Yeah, so, they couldn't release that single as Wackula the Masturbating Vampire Zombie Handjob. They had to put it under NSP because it is technically NSP. But, this is the first song. This is the first song by NSP that is not sung in the perspective of Danny Sexbang. In their entire catalog, which I just recently went through in my ranking video, where I ranked all the NSP albums, which you really should go check out, this is the first time that we're doing a song not from the perspective of Danny Sexbang, but from a different, brand new character, Wackula. Yeah, guys, this is... Sexually explicit NSP is back, y'all.
masturbating vampire.
Thank you, Daddy. Today, I'm going to sing my new hit Halloween single, Zombie Handjob. It's based on, shall we say, personal experience.
So, very clearly, Wackula is voiced by Brian Wecht. Not Ninja Brian. PhD holding Brian Wecht, who is also a different person than Trey Magnifique, a jazz musician. They're all different people. Anyway.
Oh my god.
The insert of oh my god.
I was walking through the graveyard when I tripped and fell, and I heard some rumblings from the depths of hell.
The animation stuff that Shuchiru does, the exaggerated things. I was walking through the graveyard, and he's literally just marching, kicking his legs up, but doing it at a quick pace. And I heard, and then the ear gets bigger. All these really cartoony things. Shuchiru has such great expressions in his animation, such great exaggerations in his style and in the style of animation. It really kind of makes things pop really, really well in the music videos. I love Shuchiru's work. I would love to work with Shuchiru on a video. This is already fantastic. And we've barely even gotten into the frickin' song. Yes, I know. I pause a lot. I warned you.
When I tripped and fell, and I heard some rumblings from the depths of hell. A hand shot up through the stones and the sticks, but it wasn't looking for brains, it was looking for dicks.
I'll just say it. The hand was wearing a suit jacket. The arm was sleeved in a suit jacket, and Wackula didn't seem opposed to that. So Wackula is either gay or bi. We can't really say, but they don't seem opposed to it from a male zombie. Right on.
It was a zombie handjob.
It's a catchy song. Don't get me wrong. I was singing along. It was a zombie handjob, and then the visual came up of decomposing hands stroking bones. Euphemism. This is outrageous. This is hilarious. This is 10 years worth waiting for. Holy shit. The ghost.
I see composing hand stroking my wood.
Okay, a decomposing hand stroking my wood. Stakes are made of wood. He's moving a wooden stake in and out of his chest. I mean, he should technically be dead after that. I love Ninja Brian when the ghosts are singing at Brian and Danny behind the tree. Brian trying to stab a ghost. Amazing. Just really, really funny visuals coming through. This is so good. And also, them running like this. Holy shit. We have a 100% Scooby-Doo reference right now with Danny playing Shaggy, zoinks, and Ninja Brian running on all fours like he's Scooby-Doo. The music is Scooby-Doo sounding. It sounds like Scooby-Doo music. The little theremin noise, the woo woo going through it, just so good. And then they're like 100% leaning into that in the video with the running away of from a ghost in a Scooby-Doo run. Like, wow, like that's the coolest thing ever. This is just Reggie. Sorry, I have to every so often. So yeah, this is fantastic.
It was a zombie hand job.
Yes, and we get Danny singing back up.
And it felt scary good.
And it felt scary good. The zombie hands clapping around the circle in the middle to mimic the claps on the track. So many great visuals here.
I heard some chains go clink and clank as I lay there enjoying my eerie wank.
I said this when I listened to the song. I heard some clangs going clink and clank as I laid there enjoying my eerie wank. That is 100% poetry.
I was now surrounded by a spooky throng of the stroking undead that were thirsty for strong.
Again, throng and schlong is another great rhyme. Just even the phrase without the rhyme, thirsty for schlong. This entire music video, just hang it in the Louvre. Just, yeah.
It was a zombie hand job.
No, take it back here. Everybody's got their hand in position, we'll say. So it wasn't just a zombie, it was the other undead throng coming to lend a hand. There's every frame a painting, they say, and never is it more true than a Shoocheroo music video with the exaggerated expressions and the ridiculous visuals. Holy shit. Wolfman looks like a raccoon in this shot. We've got a slime monster, a jack-o'-lantern head, which may be the Headless Horseman, Frankenstein giving a thumbs up, and a witch. And we're not certain whose hand is in the middle giving the thumbs up. But everybody seems to be enjoying their time. Especially Wackula, who is now strapped down. I do not expect to be monetized for this one. We're just, What did you think that was before you realized it was a tombstone and said R.I.P. on it? What did you think was rising out of the ground, slightly phallic shaped? What did you think?
Dropped out a
I'm sorry, we have to rewind that because I paused it in the middle of the phrase, and that phrase should be heard, honestly.
The spirit rubbed out a gruesome war.
I'm not going to repeat that, but you heard it. That there's so much, like, this is so much more explicit than most of NSP's sex-based joke songs are. I mean, they sing about dicks and dinosaurs, and they haven't sung about dicks for a while. But yeah, this is this feels like 10 years ago NSP, and they finally reached the right time to release it. Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, I like how one of the tombstones says WIP, work in progress. Just amazing. Not RIP, WIP. That's great. Or maybe it's Elmer Fudd's tombstone, because he doesn't say R's when he says Wascally Wabbit instead of Rascally Rabbit. So maybe it's West in peace. Who knows? Elmer could be dead. Weird lore that I'm building for this video about hand jobs.
It was a zombie hand job.
The high five of just the arm. And the explosion. And now, in this, when they're running away from the giant phallic tombstone, and Danny's singing along, Ninja Brian is doing a Naruto run, in keeping with his ninja heritage.
And they were pumpkin my rod.
They were pumpkin my rod. Happy Halloween, kids.
Oh, looks like it's time for me to play my organ solo. And also this instrument.
Puns! All of them were playing, but one hand was just making the motion. That, okay.
Oh, that's nice.
That's the first time we'll ever see Ninja Brian look scared, I think. He's like, well, he may have looked more upset than scared, but he was like, wait, but what about my keyboard? Oh no. Yeah, that's also the pipe organs bursting forth with steam, more innuendo.
I give thanks to the ghouls for their impressive dexterity as I watch them shuffle off in my post-nut clarity.
I knew what was coming, no pun intended. I knew what was about to be said, but I still... Rhyming dexterity with post-nut clarity. This is the most... What's the word I'm looking for? Puerile work of art. This is just, again, poetry. Danny and Brian have really outdone themselves with this one. And also just him happily and contentedly waving as they shuffle off into the portal. Ridiculous.
Was a sight most bizarre, most unearthly, most sick. The parade of the damned that had drained my whole dick.
I'm not repeating it. Like I said, I can't say it for every line, but I feel compelled to. Also, him lifting up his cloak to show you how gaunt his body is. Like ribs, but like barely any, no abs on this Wacula here.
Oh look, the moon's coming out. Speaking of comedy...
It's the easiest joke in the whole song. And the first time I heard it, I could not stop laughing. It is such... This song is written by 12-year-olds who just discovered what sex is and all the terms And I mean that in the most positive way. This is remarkable. The surfing. What I guarantee you the shot is going to pull back and he's surfing on a bone. Like a bone. Yeah. Held by a zombie hand and being chased by a wolfman. Alright, cool.
It was a zombie hand job.
Just doing that to Brian's whole body. That's a lot. And also, Danny pointing, similar to the meme of the point. That's phenomenal. So much good stuff.
A wiener massage that had me moaning with fear.
A wiener massage that had me moaning with fear. When they put quotes up by artists, you know, on memes where it's the picture of the artist and like a quote of something they said or song they sung or line from one of their works, I really hope we start seeing some of those on pictures of Brian Wecht receiving his PhD. Let's take it back a little bit here. This image here, it's both, no. This image is both phallic and fishy. Almost looks like a fish, but almost looks like not a fish. The feet at the end that make it look fish-like. The head is a bit bulbous, we'll say.
A wiener massage that had me moaning with fear.
The scream. That's a weird gourd. And it was rolling Wacula out like you roll out a Play-Doh snake and then smashed it. Yeah. Visuals, man. There's another Scooby-Doo reference of running through all the doors. The cross in the back looks different. Wacula wears a thong. That's cool. Yeah, and the cactus in the background is also phallus shaped. The zipper coming down and the hand coming out to give the thumbs up. That's... Guys, you've really outdone yourselves here. There's so much visual jokery happening. It is absolutely phenomenal. Ridiculous, and I love it all.
Happy Halloween!
Fappy Halloween, everyone.
Jesus Christ.
I do love that all of the reactions from Danny that we hear on the track are also animated into the video. Just good fade out. That was... Oh, no, it's suddenly starting another NSP song. Which I have technically parodied, but it's a cover, and I parodied the original. And made it about NSP. I'll put that at the end here. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. I really did. If you did, please go show NSP some love. Link is in the description to hear their song and video without me yammering all over it. If you liked this video, please like, share, comment, subscribe, ring the bell. This way it brings more eyeballs to these videos. That's always fun. And if you want to help the channel out, like these folks over here do, consider supporting me on Patreon, where patrons get to see these videos early, get my music and comedy early, and all sorts of other cool things like that. Anyway, that's all for this week. We'll see you next time. Thanks, everybody. Bye.